Hey, I'm back with a fresh bang. This time I'm reviewing the Note 10 Plus, which is a Samsung N975. This is the 256 GB model. This is Note 10 Plus, one of the premium phones, which actually retails at about 80,000 rupees. Again, this is just a user phone. It's not my phone. I'm only going to review it for all my subscribers. So unboxing the phone basically comes with the charging cable. The charger, I've just kept it for charging, so it's not here right now. And this is the earbuds or the headphones, along with a built-in YouTube with volume functions up and down. Alright, now that we've finished the unboxing quickly, I'll take you to the phone. So this is how the phone looks. You can see the one that I'm using is again you can see a marble white or a coral white phone. You have a triple camera what do you say on behind, which is like the bigger cameras here, and two small cameras over here, as well as a flash, built-in flash LED. The SIM card tray is on the top and not on the sides, like are mostly what is found in most of the other budget phones or mid-range phones. You have the volume buttons on the left as well as the power button on the left, and this is the screen. Now the screen is a curved screen, so you can see that there's a curve on the edge over here. Alright, and it has a front facing camera, which is a single dual punch hole camera. So the basic difference between what do you say Note 10 Plus and there is another version which is Note 10 is that the Note 10 is just a smaller version of the phone, and it is obviously a little more cheaper. So now I'll take you to the screen part of it and I'll show you the screen. So there again, I'm not taking you to the nitty-gritties. It has an in-screen fingerprint display, it has a face unlock, so all those functions I will show you, but I have not configured the phone. Like I said, this phone is not mine, it's a user phone, so I have not just basically done all of that. I've opened the phone and I've shown you this is how it looks. You can see the screen, it's curved, so it gives a very nice view of the entire screen. This is a full display, bezel-less. I mean, you just can't see the bezel. I would say it's completely bezel-less phone, and full display where only the display is cut at the front facing camera. I'll take you to the settings now. So quickly come to the settings, and again in display you have your normal dark mode, light mode. You have your sensor brightness, you have a blue light filter, you have a screen resolution which you can basically choose. So you can choose the screen resolution between HD plus, FHD, or WQHD, which is the highest resolution which I have applied on the phone right now. You can also go to the edge screen settings, is what basically I was talking about, whether you want the entire picture to show in the edge or you don't want, so you can basically set it in this mode over here. Yeah, so that's about it. Coming down to the phone details. So your phone details, this is the software. So again, this phone basically runs on an Android 10, which will again which in my last video I've said that in the Oppo Reno 3 Pro also, that most of these phones are awaiting an update to Android 11, which Google has now released that they will be updating to Android 11, releasing into most companies in the next 2 months time. The beta version is going to be out, especially on Google Pixel. And the UI version, they have their own UI version, Samsung, which is called the One UI version. So it's right now on the 2.1 configuration, as you can see. Okay, so basically again the features mostly are the same like of any other Android phone. So I'll quickly take you to the camera part and the camera settings. as well as the camera pictures quality. So now here is the album. I will quickly take you through certain photographs which have been shot on this particular phone. So you can see that this is shot on the macro mode, and it gives you fairly decent pictures with good color saturation and good sharpness levels. This is one. Okay, so this is the other macro mode photograph which I have shot. You can see the clarity, it's pretty good. Color production is also nice. This is another third photograph of my dog, and you can see the clarity of the picture, which is pretty good. Here another scenic photograph which I have shot on the phone. Brilliant picture with lovely colors. You can see all the hues of the sky. Good photograph. I mean, this I think would also compare to Oppo Reno 3 Pro, which is recently launched. Good photograph. So here is the camera photograph which I've clicked from the front camera. You can see the sharpness, the colors, extremely good. So there's no distortion in the photograph whatsoever. You can see the small hair particles also, which are fallen on the face right over here. Okay, so I showed you all the photographs which I've clicked with this particular phone, just to give you an idea and feel as to how the photographs look on the Samsung Note 10 Plus. I will also quickly take you through a run through the settings which are there in the camera. So to primarily start with, this comes similarly with settings such as a standard lens. Here you can choose here you can choose the 2x zoom, which is basically triple lens, as well as a 0.5x, which is basically ultra wide angle mode. So this is like a single photo. You have again functions to choose between frames. You can choose frames between 3 to 4, 9 to 16, 1 to 1, or a full screen image. So again I will show you. If you take a full screen, the entire screen you can get to see. Of course, a little quality gets a little degraded when you click with full photographs, because the sharpness level decreases. So the best setting to put it on is 16:9 or a 4:3. Alright, coming to the video again. In video you have ultra stabilization. By default it gets shot in 16:9. And let's go to the settings of the phone. So these are the settings. You basically have host of settings here, and again, just to quickly tell you that you can also shoot in 4K mode in this particular phone. I'll take you to the extra settings now. In extra settings you get a pro camera. So in pro camera you can basically use it as a DSLR, choose your own settings, your ISOs, your apertures, your AF, all that you can do. The only thing is that this does not have an ultra HD, so you can't shoot images in 1080p, which you can shoot in cheaper models like Oppo Reno 3 Pro, which is nearly half the price of this particular phone. So friends, that was the video that I brought to you. I've explained to you everything. I've shown you all the features of the phone. So according to me, when you're spending about 80 grand on a phone like this, I think it's a little too steep, unless you are a premium user, you have a lot of money and you just want to make a statement, then that's fine. Otherwise, there is not, these kind of features are basically even available on cheaper variants, like I always keep talking about Oppo Reno 3, because this is the latest phone which has created stirs in the industry. It's got a better camera and better results, better performance. Yeah, one thing I forgot to tell you is about, it also has this stick here. So you can basically use this stick, like with a Note series, so you can just use this stick to handle the phone. Alright friends, thank you so much. If you've liked my video, please do subscribe and like my video. Thank you.